Well, from hair salon to realtor, coffee shop to media personalities, now is the time to cast your vote for the best of Grand Rapids. This annual event lets all of us have a say, and Grand Rapids Magazine is changing things up a little bit this year. We got Lisa Enos. She's back with us to share how we can all be a part of this popular campaign. Lisa, thanks for being here.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm just so excited about this year. We're doing it a little bit different. And it's really going to depend on community involvement this time. Not that it's always about the community.
Yes, yeah.
But this time, it's just nominations. And we're going to tally the nominations, and that's it. There's no second round. There's no having other people to decide who the nominees are. It's 100%. I guess this is kind of like across the board, kind of more fair, I guess.
It's all write-in candidates, essentially, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's the way it's working, because before you would do it and have everybody write in their candidate, and then you'd have a list, and then people vote from those. Now it's literally free-for-all. What you love. Talk about how popular this is. People really get into it, and why it's important to do something like this.
Well, they do get into it, and it's important because it's a way for our little ma and pa shops to be able to kind of shine.
Yeah.
You know, all those places that might not have a huge advertising budget, but the word of mouth on them is really good, and this is a way for them to get in the magazine without, you know, having to have an article or an ad or anything like that. It's more just it's popular vote. It's a popularity contest. Go ahead and say it.
It is. It's a true story. It is a popularity contest, but there's a reason a lot of these places are popular. And run down some of the ones that people can find, because this is a good resource for people. You're like, gosh, I need a lawyer, or I need, a heating and cooling specialist.
That's true. I had somebody in my family recently ask me about, who's the best vet? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. Excuse me, while I go to our website and look at, the last few years' best vet. It's just those kind of things. I think that, that creates the word of mouth that people need to kind of make a sound decision about, whether it's where to take their pet or have that special dinner. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, and you guys already chose best restaurant, right?
Well, okay,
that was the one.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. We have 2 seasons at Grand Rapids Magazine. We have Restaurant of the Year season, and we have Best of Grand Rapids season. Now, restaurant, and that's how my life is
there
broken
you go,
up.
right?
Right, because the Best of Grand Rapids all culminates with a party on I think it's May 8th this year at the Goey Center. But that's strictly for this voting, the readers poll. Okay. Now, Restaurant of the Year is curated. It's by our, an editorial board, if you will.
There you go.
And that's people who work with us at the magazine, our writers, the publisher, and that kind of thing. We all kind of get together and curate that. It's chosen. It's kind
all
of
the experts in the field.
The expert,
and eat out and do it. So now what we're looking at, this is kind of how businesses are able to promote themselves too, because you're saying, this is pretty grassroots, and if there are businesses out there that want to be involved in this, there's a way for them to do that too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Brand new this year, and this came because somebody else, one of the businesses last year we found were being very enterprising, and they'd made a QR code themselves so that when people went in the restaurant, or I think it was a restaurant, but it was on the door, and vote for us for whatever.
Best of,
best hot dog, or whatever. There's almost a million categories, but really only like 500.
There are lots of categories, and you can do a deep dive, and you can spend some time. If you are really that invested, you can do that. But, there are other ones just pick and choose. Like, I'm going to vote for my hairdresser because, she's the best.
Absolutely.
Things like that.
Yeah. And people are going to vote for you for best media personality.
I hope so. I'll put that out there. Vote for me. Thanks. And let's talk about the party, too, because this was so much fun last year. Everyone I talked to, it was just a blast. So if people want to get involved and be a part of the big winners, there's that.
Well, that's true. A friend of mine calls it Taste of Grand Rapids. And I'm like, well, it's not really, because, there's all kinds of other categories that don't have to do with food. Sure. It just, food's the one that we all, kind of celebrate a lot. And then you can celebrate it because boom, you're there at this party and there's all these people with their little booths giving away samples. It's wonderful. So it is kind of like a taste of Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
But It's also like there's
Celebration.
dancing and, you know, fun things like ice sculptures and champagne fountains. I mean, it's just gorgeous and fun.
Yeah.
And everyone should come.
There
And
you
it's at the
go.
Goey Center, May 8th.
All right. Well, we'll be sure to have you back. So what is the deadline? When do people have to have their votes in?
Okay, they have to have their votes in by December 15th. People, go to our website, sign
Okay.
up for the newsletter, because that will tell you about what else is going on.
Yeah.
You know, I get a million emails saying, when does voting start? When does voting start? Sign up for the newsletter.
Okay.
You will know when voting starts. And
Thank
it
you.
already started. It started October 31st, and
Okay.
it goes through December 15th. And if you're a business, there's a place for you to go on our website and get some promotional materials. Just you scroll over and look at Best of Grand Rapids, and there's a little pull-down menu.
Okay.
And promotional materials, it's there.
There you go. So you can post it all over socials and rock out the vote that way as well. So yeah, vote. You can vote once. And that's
Vote
it.
once. Yes, everybody vote once. We have ways of knowing. All right.
Okay. Well, I love it. Lisa, thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to see who the big winners are. grmag.com. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter too, because I will tell you, that is full of really great things. If you're looking for weekend events or new restaurants, things like that, that's all in the newsletter. And then you can learn about all of the other dates and fun things. So December 15th, grmag.com. Cast your vote for your favorites.